This is Bob Anderson from Factory Direct Modulars. I wanted to do yet again another industry update. Since the last one I did, there's been a lot of things going on. So I've kind of consolidated them all into 5 bullet points that I wanted to put out there real quick. And to be honest with you, almost all of them are good news in reality. First one is I want to talk about is that man, I got some great news, and I mentioned this in an earlier video, but it's there's even more dynamics to it coming up soon. But lenders are starting to step back in the arena. At least the lenders that I trust and feel provide fair pricing and fair products to customers. There have been lenders all along, even through the COVID stuff, but I mean, not all lenders are the same. Not all lenders are the same, and if I wouldn't do a loan with some of these lenders, I'm sure not going to tell my customers to go do a loan with some of these lenders. I'd rather just pretend I don't have a lender and not build you a house. Anyways, Cookie, she's down there snoring. That's my help down there. She's like, well, Dad, it's Sunday. I should be sleeping. Anyways, so the good news is, again, in 3 states that we predominantly service, we now have, again, the USDA, the FHA, the VA, and the Fannie Freddie loans available for construction to perm single close, saving people lots of money. This past week, I've been working very hard at swapping 4 or 5 customers that I was in the process of working on getting them a third-party construction loan. I've been working on getting their transactions swapped over into a construction to perm loan to save them money. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't make a difference to me, but it saves the customer money. So I'm going to go through the work, and I don't think any of them even know I'm doing it. They'll figure it out when they get ready to close. How about that? But anyways, if I can save you money, I'm going to do it. You just may not even know it. Anyways, the other thing I can tell you from listening to the marketplace is that orders have definitely slowed down. But again, I don't know that I can attribute it to the instability in the market and pricing as much as I can the time of the year. Again, I've been in this business 25 years. There are certain times of the year, no matter what you do, no matter what's going on, no matter what, people aren't buying houses. They're on vacation. I mean, it's the 4th of July, all that kind of stuff. Kids are out of school. People have been pent up in their houses because of COVID or whatever, or working out of their houses. They're looking for a reason to go do something, and going and looking to buy a house is not one of them. So I'm not going to attribute the current situation of things slowing down to pricing or service issues as much as it is the time of the year until this same trend continues into late August, September. If it's still going on in late August, September, then I'll report back to you that yeah, we do have a market slowdown. Anyways, the other thing that's still going on is labor issues. My God. I had a house set this week. I did a video on it. You probably saw it. It was the country air. I mean, the set crew is so short-handed. They had to go back a whole nother day and do all the sidewalls and the stuff they normally do all in one day. It's just painful. It's just painful. It takes all of us twice as long to do anything because we got nobody to do it. So that issue is still going on. It doesn't matter, that our governor in North Carolina, for example, said, hey, go back to work, when he whispered it instead of enforcing it. So anyways, we still got that stuff going on. I don't, and hopefully the government, the federal government, sticks with their plan of eliminating that stuff come September, hopefully. Because that will certainly help the industry. Another thing is, I got an announcement on Friday from a national builder that they haven't, they know that the lumber prices have been going down, but they haven't been seeing it yet on the purchase side. I talked about how it's going to take a while for that stuff to flush through, but at the same time, out of the blue, while they're feeling a little relief in the lumber, they got a 9.7% price increase on insulation effective immediately because of supply chain issues between getting the stuff from China to here and whatnot. So, I mean, there's still moving parts that are drastic. I had a house Monday morning. I got back from vacation. Monday morning, I'm standing outside a house I'm building in Stokesdale, North Carolina, and my phone rings, and I get a 911 call basically from the factory telling me, Bob, we got a problem. The house that you got sitting in production right now, we can't get the windows anymore. What? So they're like giving me options of what windows I can put in the house. So I'm calling the customer to find out if they want those new windows. Well, at the same time that I'm trying to find out if the customer wants these higher end windows, by the way, but if they want those for with no additional cost, the factory kept calling me, and I said, listen guys, I'm trying to find out if they want those other windows. What's the big deal? We need to know right now. I said, well, wait a second, where is the house? They're like, well, it's in the window station. So you figured out when the house got in the window station that you didn't have the windows? Anyway, so welcome back from vacation. That again, that's the kind of stuff we're dealing with. That house, that country air that I set this Wednesday, I had the same issue with that. It was in production, and the base cabinets that we had ordered, we couldn't get them. I mean, it's just, anyways. That stuff's going to be like that for a while. It really is, until we get all the bugs out of the supply chains. That's going to stay that way, and hence it's going to cause instability in prices. Speaking of prices, I had a well drilled on that house in Stokesdale, and out of the blue I get the bill, and it's $1,500 higher than the bid. Than the well I had drilled by the same company just a couple months ago down the road at another house. And it didn't go any further distance. As a matter of fact, they got 50 gallons a minute of water, which is a great well. But they had the sheathing that goes inside the well and all that stuff. The well companies like that gone up 300% since I had built the well down the road at another house. So across the board, all of a sudden, boom, I got $1,500 right out the door that we never counted on. This is the stuff that's going on right now. That's why I tell people, if you can't handle the ball moving, don't build a house right now. Because I mean, the ball's moving. It's out of control. Anyways, now on one of the really good news, the July contract for lumber actually closed out at $490. I'll be perfectly honest with you. If you looked at one of my videos a little while back, I was using examples of $800, and maybe in September, maybe the September contract would be at $600. I never thought it would drop so fast that it'd get to $490 in July. Now, the pricing that's sitting out there on Wall Street right now, which is I think $580 or $550, somewhere in there. That's the September contract right now, which that contract is just reset at a higher price until you get to September, and then the market kind of catches up again then. So anyways, my point is what happened in July is telling you what's going on with supply and demand. The supply is coming back. The demand is not there. So this is a good thing if you're looking for commodity prices to drop. There's still certain segments of the lumber industry that are supply chain issues. OSB is still way through the roof. OSB is still way up in $70 a sheet and all that kind of stuff. When it was low as $16 a sheet a year ago or so. The problem is they're having manufacturing issues. They were having resin issues, whatnot. And there are many different versions of OSB too, by the way, depending on what it's being used for. So it's going to take a while for the supply chain to fill back up on that stuff and the pricing to actually come back down. But anyways, I do see that going in the right direction. Has any of it translated to prices on our products going down? No, not yet. No. Because there's still too many things that are actually still going up. The insulation thing, 9.7% automatic, right then, immediately. I mean, that's huge. That's huge. One of the last things I wanted to touch on, because I spent some time on vacation, at the beach, and I did a lot of thinking. A lot of you may or may not know, but I started this company really on a whim. It was really by accident. Yes, there was a house that had been damaged from a factory that needed that didn't have a home, and the factory doesn't know how to sell houses. And somebody at the factory just happened to mention it to me, and I threw it out. I said, well, hell, I'll put it out on Craigslist and see if we can sell it. And I threw it out on Craigslist, and literally, it was a $120,000 invoiced house or something like that. Factory wanted $50,000, and I sold it for $70,000 in 2 days, cash. It was amazing. And so the factory was like, well, man, maybe you ought to look at selling some houses. That's how I got into this way of doing business. I've been in this industry for 25 years, but that's how I kind of got into this industry, was just throwing a Craigslist ad out. So as time has gone by, I have, developed, say, a Facebook page. I developed a website. I used to just do stuff. I used to sell everything straight off Craigslist. Heck, I've even sold a house off of eBay. So anyways, but then my daughter said to me one time when she showed up to one of our sets, she says, geez, Dad, you should videotape this. So I videotaped it, but I didn't know what to do with the video. I didn't know how to get it so people could see it. And that's where I ended up figuring out, well, I could place the content on YouTube. And I can grab that link and send it to people. At the time, even Facebook was not having video content uploads. You could link videos in, but they didn't have video content uploads. Now, my company Facebook page, I can just upload video content directly to them. The point of me saying this is why I have a YouTube page. I have a YouTube channel or whatever because I needed a place to put my content so that I could then link the stuff to my website. Here's what a house looks like. Here's what it means to do business with us. Here's the lenders I refer to, whatever. Just to give people some information. That's exactly what it's for. Now that I'm a user of YouTube, and now that I have a page on YouTube or a channel, I spend more time looking at other people's content, and there are some really smart people that do content on YouTube, and there are some really dumb people that do content on YouTube. I'll give you a perfect example. A couple days ago, I saw that, they'll pop up on your screen. Hey, here's the 5 biggest lies that builders do. This is the person's title. 5 biggest lies that builders do. I go in there and I'm listening to lie number 1. I don't even remember what it was, but I literally rolled my eyes and thought, okay, maybe I'm just not understanding. Then lie number 2 was that this person, had a client who asked the builder if they could have an upgraded gas stove, and the builder said, yeah, it's $250 to do a gas stove. And this person was making this lie number 2 of a builder because she did research and saw that the gas stove is only $100 and some more. And I'm literally sitting there listening to this going, what? You're making a YouTube video about the 5 biggest lies because the builder charged $250 for something that costs $100? You do realize that when you put a gas stove in, you also have to run gas lines to the stove. That's why it's $250. My point is, there are people that put content on YouTube and they have catchy titles and they don't know a damn thing what they're talking about. Not a damn thing what they're talking about. So anyways, one of the things I had decided I was going to do with my YouTube channel, because now I get phone calls from people as far away as Washington State, whatnot, because they've seen like comparisons of manufactured homes to modulars, what kind of things are dealers lying about, blah, 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 blah. I have decided that I'm going to do some content series, taking my 25 years of expertise, and I'm going to put some more stuff out there on YouTube, because what YouTube needs and what consumers need is they need more people that actually know what they're talking about, putting stuff out there for them to learn from, not junk just to get people to clickbait. Very frustrating. So anyways, I'm going to do some videos on lending products. I'm going to do some videos on lending services. I'm going to do some videos on sales techniques that are being used by manufactured and modular dealers, things to watch out for on those sales techniques, and then construction material comparisons and maybe some other topics. If you guys have any ideas, put a note in here, whatever, on things that you would like me to address. I've also gone ahead and got a new whiteboard that I'm going to be able to put stuff on, so no more cardboard boxes. I'm going to go to a whiteboard. Anyway, so I've decided I'm going to start taking more advantage of what YouTube actually does have to offer for me as somebody trying to get my message across to you, no matter where you live. If you live in Colorado and you're getting ready to build a house, great. I mean, I can't sell you a house, but I wouldn't mind you knowing what you need to know to do it. So anyways, that's my message for the day. Industry update, and why do I use YouTube, or how did I get into YouTube? Everybody, you have a good day. And if you heard a noise down below, it's Cookie snoring. She's sleeping. Oh, I have one finished product T-Ranch that I'm going to be doing a video of this week. The customer's so excited. He's been messaging me, please come and do a video of my house. So I'm going to be doing a video of a T-Ranch that we just finished over in Eastern North Carolina. And I'm going to have some other updated videos on houses we've got in field. I think we've got like 6 or 7 in construction right now. So I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.